Hello friends. The Department of English of KKM College Manvat welcomes you for this special activity on the occasion of 113th birth anniversary of a versatile genius, a man par excellence, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. The visionary leader, an extraordinary statesman, Dr. Ambedkar has gifted us with his scholarship through his ahead of time, studious and offbeat analysis on various subjects. The legacy of this great man is found in various books he wrote on the subjects like history, economics, politics, culture, social ideology, and some other. Out of these, a few books are chosen for this activity. The books such as Buddha or Karl Marx, Pakistan or Partition of India, Rise and Fall of Hindu Women, Castes in India, Ranade, Gandhi and Jinnah, and Waiting for a Visa will be introduced through this platform as a fitting tribute to this great man by our students Prem Chauhan, Rasika Joshi, Nisha Ghagarmale, Pratiksha Gonge, Saraswati Bhise and Prithvi Dhawale respectively. Your response to this activity matters us a lot. Thank you.
Namaste. My name is Prem Sanjay Chauhan, BATY student, KKM College Manvat. I am going to interact with you one of the very important book written by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, entitled Buddha or Karl Marx. This interaction as a part of activity undertaken by the Department of English of my college to celebrate Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's on 130th birth anniversary. Ambedkar writes that the basic traits of Marxism involve the violence and the dictatorships of proletariat cannot be established without the second objection was of duration of dictatorship. He writes that it is unclear even among the Marxists how long shall be dictatorship as last. The latter in this life, Ambedkar advocates as a path of Buddha to bring about a transformation in a society. He writes that the most of Marxists have a natural aversion to anything closely resembling religion, but it's important to keep one's prejudice aside and critically examine the social trends of Buddha teaching. Buddhist social trends are not meant to create optimum socialism, but are directed towards increasing happiness and welfare of citizens. Buddha and Karl Marx are two personalities with a time interval more than 2000 years. The both in their own way wanted to bring about a change in a society. One hand affirmed a faith of non-violence, and other could not forces a path of a future with violence. I wonder, so what agree this precondition of human life goes into Buddha and Marx? A way of understanding the word. Buddha said that the suffering is a part of existence. Whatever that suffering is individual or social is not fully clear. Does the social suffering is a conference of some total or individual suffering, or so is it something extra total individual and therefore more perhaps different? Buddha said man suffers, there no escape from suffering. On inquiry by one disciplines on what suffering, Buddha replied, suffering encompasses all the disappointment, confusion and anxieties that afflict a human being. A comparison, Marx divided the two worlds into two classes. One rural and therefore must exploit and maintain its hegemony. The other ruled by thus the natural absence of exploit. Marx was not written so much individual individuality. According to Marx, is shaped made by historical forces behind the individual comparison and therefore unseen and absent. And thus Marx writes that founding a communism, exploit the world, escapes unsharing in some from a exploit society. Marx was writing mid 19th century, living in a exile in a London, using resources available at the now called as British Museum Library. Buddha lived years before, being a common era, living that the time was distinguished by distraction of thought and spared a spiritual practice. A time that is so distant and seem unimaginable to compress it a social condition or ordinary men and women. Buddha conflict the thought in a eightfold path. He had not writes the book detailed as a Das Capital, based analytic, social and economical condition and two classes. Indeed, the idea that had come to be called as Marxism. There are sharp difference between Marxian and Marxist. Marxian can be called an analytical concept that unsays Marx is writing where Marxist refers to an adherent of a political ideology. Thus, can be a Marxian is simultaneously not be necessary to be Marxist. Buddha concept of impermanence is the enlightening. Buddha said that we have in the world is marked by a change, therefore impermanent. Human nature certainly admits that a change, but these attempts are fleet and permanency exclusive. Acceptance of the natural world is bring about a conscious transformation in our mind and thereby we began understand ourselves and others. According to Buddha, shaking permanency is a human life is not accepting this life. Impermanence does not mean an unsteady mind. An unsteady mind is the prerequisite to understand the suffering that afflict life. Many even a time of Buddha we confounded by this idea of impermanence. After title thinking that it can be realized that impermanence of natural phenomena and paraphernalia associated with the conventional life, not a vision of a not navigation but of a knowledge and understanding. Marx described all tools of living instructively exploit as their foundation was built on unfair economic relation. To make a distinction between Buddha and Marx thought. Buddha thought eventually performed a religion and Marx is an ideology. Religion is not only concerned with explaining the world but also a personal conduct. Ideology seeing the way on the world function and defining the parts of ideology is not concerned with the birth and death as religious are. Thought of Buddha are different. He did not check in a irrational exploration to understand the world. Buddha has been called the greatest spiritual teacher of India. This idea were not limited to realm of a spiritual and had to perhaps still have social and material concerns. Marx was a scholar and revolutionary. Some argue that Marx ignoring human nature and other role of nature resources play in a creating the substantially relation. He decide the permanently psychic and maintaining climbing in the 20th century revolutionary. During Marx's lifetime, a communion founded of Paris but did not last long. A climb as soon as had begun. Buddha stressed that importance of understanding empathy and decency in our conduct. Marx was on the factors that in capital market economy and consistency on the general population. Marx's theory of alienation describes the way of in which become alienation from the society function in capitalist mode of production, alienation refers to the workers become alienated from output and losing control over their production and life. This eventually production a sense of this argument from self and not limited from the individual but spreaded across the social classes. Umberto Eco in this essay on literature writes the most writing can be classified as either autobiographical or autocritical. Marx writing were not always literature as they intended to reflect a revolutionary fervor, but he wrote without explanatory being autocritical self. Self was alone but was constantly under different from criticism at the time of social, political, economical and psychological. The text has a special significance in a Marx writing. He wrote not with aim adding on to the world of literature output which itself is a worthy described and legitimate aim, and the critical condition of revolutionary Buddha was much closer a poetic sensibility. He wanted to understand human passion, and poetry often described in an essay to conjure human passion. Buddha did not leave any text behind, but it uncomfortable insight to the human mind. These insights were so completed that they almost touched a physical reality. Buddha's poetic way of seeing the world lead to him discover human passion, their origin and the end. Beside the imitated and direct to the Buddha and Marx have any time to thinking and inquisitive mind. Marx describes the world and way of can be made. Buddha tells us understand the disattachment. Why I did read this book? Because Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar has tried to explain the confusion that arose after he understood Karl Marx and Buddha thought. This book he has clearly understanding of what is Marxism is and what the Buddha's thought. If you want to understand Marxism and Buddhism as a point of view Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, then you need read this book. Thank you, and please like our channel, subscribe our channel and like the video. Thank you.